Hi, and welcome back to another crazy cool gaming video. Today we will be talking about 10 tricks and tips in the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Let's get into the video. For our first tips and tricks fact, basically you want to have recall and ultra hand. This is useful to take wings off the ground when you don't have rails to take flight. So, like here, I can take off on a very rocky surface and just get going into the air. Another useful trick in Tears of the Kingdom is when the wings run out of durability, which they will at some point, you need to immediately jump off, and then, using the menu, you can drop down a plane and immediately still be in the air, even though the previous wing has disappeared. Another useful trick in Tears of the Kingdom is when your inventory is full and you can't pick up say, a torch, you can actually fuse it to the Master Sword and it will still have the same properties as a regular torch, even though it really doesn't look like that. No need to collect Koroks for now. Another useful trick in Tears of the Kingdom is if you don't want to use your durability of your shield or your weapon, and you want to save that, you can actually still activate the Zonite devices and use Ultra Hand to control it and move it around. Just like here, I'm burning up those ugly trees. And this works for basically any Zonite device that does real damage. Like here, I'm using the shock emitter to beat the heck out of some bokoblins. Basically, you get the idea. Anyways, on to our next fact. Basically, I remember my friend saying the magic rods are like basically useless and they don't do anything. But they actually do stuff because they enhance the abilities of elemental items, making them a lot more powerful. My favorite thing to fuse with a magic rod has to be the sapphire because it sends like basically a huge blizzard, destroying most of the enemies, as you'll see here, with powerful effect. The only real downside to this magic rod fuse combo is that it has a very short durability, so you have to use it quick in boss battles and etc. Another useful fact in Tears of the Kingdom is by fusing two objects together, say here, and then using recall after twisting the object using Ultra Hand, it can do some deadly effects to enemies. And yourself if you're not careful. Here's me testing out the tip on some enemies. Another helpful tip in Tears of the Kingdom is that actually, on the map, it labels if you got the chest in the shrine, labeling the chest logo to the side. And not only this, but everything from the depths to the surface is flipped. See, it's very low in the depths here, but on the surface, it's very high from the Gerudo Highlands. Not only this, but the shrines on the depths are flipped on the surface. But this actually isn't the extent of Ultra Hand. You can, with the combinations of Ultra Hand and Recall, you can basically use it as a moving platform to get across big objects or big gaps, as you can see here. For our second to last trick in Tears of the Kingdom, if you fuse a minecart to a shield, you basically got yourself a really good grail grinder, as you can see here. But minecarts are not the only place you can take this fusion. You can take it basically anywhere on land where there's a downslope, and it will handle the terrain fine. Not only this, but you can easily steer with it too. Another good fuse combo to just skate across the ground is fusing a cart to a shield. This will again give you maneuvering so you can steer, and you can be on any surface and it will go just as smoothly. And the final best way to traverse the ground with the shield fusions is fusing an icy meat to your shield, which will yet again give you control, but not as much control as the other ones I mentioned earlier. However, it will give you a good amount. And yet again, you can traverse any surface you'd like. And for our final fact of the video, if you take an octo balloon and fuse it with a shield, like here, basically, if you hold ZL, like you're preparing to take the shield out, it will give you an updraft effect. However, only for a little bit. As you can see here, I didn't make it all the way up. So I'd recommend using this for much shorter distances, as it's kind of hard to use this, but I thought I'd put it in the video. This does conclude my video for today, but thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.